How's it going, everybody? My name is Matt, and welcome back to another episode of Next Gen Gaming. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a little bit of Spider-Man Miles Morales. But before we get right into the gameplay, what I do want to talk about, Spider-Man 2 has officially gone gold. And I think that's great for the game. For anybody who doesn't know what gold means, when a game goes gold, basically what it means, the game is done. So all they're going to be doing is some basic rendering and just a little bit of touching up some scenes here and there. But the game is officially done. All right, so we do have another guy who does some podcasts. His name is Alex, and he runs HawkSense. He did a Spider-Man remastered gameplay / walkthrough, so I'm going to be doing that too, but I'm going to do it with Miles Morales, just in preparation for Spider-Man 2. The game is less than 30 days away, and I got to tell you, I am so excited for this. Let's get right into it. All right, we're going to do a new game. And I think we're going to do this a little bit different. I think we're going to do spectacular. And let's make sure we get the right audio. All right, here we go. This is probably one of my favorite transitions into the game. Just the way that it moves directly into it, I absolutely love. And you get to see right away how Miles struggles with the idea and the responsibility of being Spider-Man, because he has to pick up some groceries for his mom, but he doesn't. So you get to see it right away. It's one of my favorite things. And I gotta say, Spider-Man in the winter is one of my favorite seasons for Spider-Man. It looks just so nice. It feels more like New York than like in the summer or the fall. I will say this, one of my biggest complaints about the game, you can't skip a lot of cutscenes. But you can skip some, but I like sometimes to be able to skip cutscenes just because.
So cool. I got you. Hey, thanks. No problem. Hey, you think you're gonna add that new Spider-Man too? The kid? Yeah, maybe. Original's just my guy, you know? Yeah, I know. Hey, is Tails Bodega around here? Yeah, bright yellow sign down the block. Can't miss it. Thanks. Beautiful work, by the way. Maybe leave a little room for the new guy, just in case. The convoy.
So I think I have discussed this before, but just in case I haven't, Miles Morales has been carrying Spider-Man for the last couple of years. While Peter Parker is always, Spider-Man, he's always going to be the Spider-Man. Miles has just been more forefront, and I kind of like that because it's refreshing to see. And he's a good Spider-Man with a great story.
Let's hope. Okay, closing in on you. Be there soon. Should let Mom know I'll be late.
Miles, hey Dad, did you get the shopping list?
Hey, Mom. Yeah, but the bodega was out of coconut milk. Gonna check a store downtown.
Oh, thank you. But avoid Midtown. That prison convoy is making traffic a nightmare.
Oh yeah, good call. See you at dinner, Mom. Man, how does Pete do this secret identity thing? Completely stresses me out.
All right, now that they're done talking, finally, one thing I want to talk about the skills that Miles does, the air tricks, those are not changing. So those are going to be the same one. However, we are getting new tricks from Peter, which I like,
Okay.
because Peter's tricks just didn't modeled right into his swings, but Miles does. You can see how they kind of mold better into it.
Pete, you here? Just down in some rocket fuel.
I'm so happy we're getting a different suit, because I gotta tell you, I do not like Peter's suit. Now that it's been out for a couple years, the improvements that they made are needed. So that's kind of nice.
Helix 2 en route, heavy payload. Copy, Helix 2, we've got you on scope.
This is a big operation.
It's gotta be. Hundreds of felons escaped from the raft last year. Now it's time to move them back in. Police aren't taking any chances, especially not with our guest of honor.
Getting a lot of interference here.
One of those guys who helped Doc is in there?
Think so. Could be Vulture, could be Scorpion, could be someone bigger. Okay, we got a problem. Hold back, Miles. Let me take.
I got this, Pete. Don't worry.
Oh, no!
It's secure.
We're drifting Helix 2. We have a weight imbalance. Corrected 236. Rudder's unresponsive. Brace for impact. Helix 2 going down. Helix 2 is going down. Brace, brace, brace.
Now I don't have the graphics turned all the way up, but the game looks so much better than the first game, which is to be expected.
It's okay.
However,
Just need to continue.
the new game, Spider-Man 2, looks even better. I'm very excited. And I'm excited for a little bit of the new combat system, kind of, or the gadget wheel, because I absolutely despise the gadget wheel. I never liked that in video games. I always feel like it's very unintuitive. It's just not, it's just not the best way to do things. So the new way that they're doing it is really nice, where you hold left to right, like the left bumper, the right bumper, and then, triangle, square, circle, all that.
Miles, I've got Rhino, but you have to contain the escapees.
Right. Insane. I'm on it. He's never gonna trust me on a mission like this again.
Nice work with the helicopter, kid. Real heroic stuff.
Hey guys, how about we call a timeout? Talk this through? Please? No? All right then. He's airborne.
I don't know how you guys usually like to play as Spider-Man. I typically won't use his gadgets as much, and I like to throw hands a lot more. I won't even I'll use gadgets, but I really will not throw like stuff around that I can, or I like to just kind of web people up more.
Can't let Pete down. I need to get this under control.
Whoa, great arm. You ever pitch? Seriously, you're AAA easy. Holding career, just waiting for you.
Man, he's too good.
How are the streets, Spider-Man?
Honestly, kind of terrifying.
Christmas in New York.
Love this town. Never see the big guy up close like this. Freaking nuts.
He's a work of art, all right.
Not the phrase I use.
Alexi, favorite holiday music.
Wow. Just wow.
You never realize, because this is about my third playthrough. If you guys saw earlier the saves I had, you never realized how important the Venom powers are, especially like in the higher difficulties.
Your holiday spirit's a little overzealous this year, Alexi.
And you know, that's another thing that I'm glad that we're kind of seeing. Just to pause for a moment, just um you see right here how Miles is like, oh, I can't go after those guys because Pete asked for help. Well, what we're going to see next game is we're going to see two completely different stories. Of course, there's still going to be the main one, but we're going to see mainly Miles is going to be dealing with the death of his father and fighting Mr. Negative. But then what we're also going to see is we're going to see Peter fighting Craven and dealing with Harry and Norman. There's also reports that Carnage could possibly show up, which would be kind of cool.
Oh, hey, sorry, happy holidays. Pete, scale of 1 to 10. How we doing?
10 for generating spectacle, 1 for minimizing destruction. Tomorrow's bugle headline's gonna be a doozy.
Worst thing out of this is a bad headline. I'ma count us lucky.
Oh, that's not what you want.
Oh, crap, doing her best. Pete, this is starting to feel real bad, man.
Don't think like that. We're going to stop him, as long as we work together. Speaking of, mind giving me a hand up here?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, Pete, yeah, I got this.
Take it away, Capo.
Whoa, wait, that's the ball.
Hang on tight, tiny spider.
Spider-Man, hey, little coat. Hey, whoa. Gotcha. And you're safe. You too. Wow, do you have any non-destructive hobbies?
Vai, Sissy. On the Volga.
That sounds nice.
So I think I'm gonna try and do this like to the best, because I know like during these events Pete will do it for me, but I want to just kind of do it like truly, you know. I want to be able to do it to the best of my ability.
Don't scare baby. Hey, you know you're ruining Christmas, right?
The last 6 Christmases I was locked behind 30 feet of steel. I intend to enjoy this one. He's a menace. Yeah, too soft. He's a low-energy menace. Too easy. Maybe he's a weak-minded. Oh,
And we're also gonna see Jameson.
menace! Reckless, treacherous, unhinged menace!
We're also gonna see Jonah take over the Bugle. If you haven't read the comic, go check it out. It should be on Marvel Unlimited. If you don't have Marvel Unlimited, I'm sure you can just find some website online. But they basically announced at the end of the comic that Jameson bought the Bugle out again. So I'm sure that's gonna have some importance to the next Spider-Man game, to this one coming out.
También te quiero.
Now or never, Miles. We gotta stop him.
On my way.
We gotta bring him down fast.
Yeah, what do we do?
Let us raise temperature.
Oh, bad, very bad. Pete, are you okay? No. No.
I'm okay. I've got him. Headed your way.
And I'm so happy, like, looking at his jacket, you can see the battle damage. I'm so happy that we're going to be able to see that in the next game. There was a little bit in this game, but they said they've kind of changed it, and it's going to be a little more predominant.
Tip for the police. Maybe don't bring RPGs to the prison convoy next time. Maybe don't bring RPGs anywhere.
Got Alexei.
Get out of here, Spider-Man.
I think that might be my favorite one, where he kind of lifts the guy up back in the air and then slams him down. We're also going to see kind of a change in finishers.
They're all over that bridge. Hang on, man. Hang on.
And this right here is one of the most useless flips I think I've ever seen in my life, and I know he got clowned. Like, Insomniac was made fun of for this flip.
Pete. 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 Wake up. Wake up, man. Wake up, man.
This Spider-Man is broke. I would like to exchange for new one. This one will do.
Miles, get out of here.
I don't know about you guys, but when I saw Peter kind of lifeless there, before he talked, I was freaking out. I thought he was dead.
What was that? How are you even doing this? Electrocytes? Some kind of field induction?
You survive while your mentor perishes. How unexpected.
And you're using words longer than crush and smash. Very unexpected.
And I'm happy that we're getting a change in how the boss battles will go, because this thing where it's like, you know, you just punch web. It's such a repetition. It's such a bad repetition that they have.
I am excited to see you try, small one. You are worthy opponent, small one.
Flattery's not gonna get you out of this, Alexi.
See, this is what this is kind of what I'm talking about. How it's just so bland and boring, and
Don't you care?
I think one of my favorite boss battles is the next Rhino battle that we see him face, where we do get to see some battle damage on Rhino. I really like that one. So I hope that we also get battle damage on the villains too, but I'm sure they would. Insomniac is really good about stuff like that.
You alive? Kinda.
guys? Wow, just wow. Simon Krieger, head of R&D at Roxxon Energy. Pleasure to meet you.
You too. Sorry. I think our ball landed in your yard.
No, actually did us a favor. We just bought the place. We're planning to tear it down for a build. But looks like you beat us to it. I wanted to thank you, both of you. Taking down Rhino? Solo? You are going places, bud.
Thanks. But he's still dangerous.
Nah, we'll hold him for the police. You know, I always think these super troopers are overkill until something like this happens. Oh, duty calls. Hey, really great to meet you both. Future's looking bright.
He kind of looks like that guy from Bolt. Like, we'll put a pin in it. How about that?
Let the police do their job.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Bioelectricity. Wow. Gotta be honest, little jealous.
Hey, look. I got nothing on the OG. Think we should run tests tomorrow? A little voltage analysis?
Oh, man. Yeah, sorry. I've been meaning to tell you. I'm not
That face looks so weird. I'm so glad they're changing it. I'm not complaining about it because God, it's been 2 years. Even Yuri Lowenthal, for those of you who don't know who that is, where have you been? But also, he's the actor. He's the voice actor for Peter Parker in Insomniac Universe. He came out and said that he actually not encouraged it, but he was okay with it and he liked the change. And he said that they need to, anybody who still complains about it needs to just get over it. I do have like kind of an emotional attachment from the first face, and when they introduced this new face, I didn't like it at first, but now that I've seen it, it looks better. In the remastered version, it didn't look that good. And here too, it didn't really look that good, but it looked better. And we've had some changes to not only Miles, but MJ and Peter and everything.
That owes the real thing.
Totally. Definitely didn't just make it up. See you in a few weeks, Spider-Man. New York's only Spider-Man.
I'm New York's only Spider-Man. I'm New York's only Spider-Man.
Every Miles piece of media that is like an audio or a video or anything, especially in the Spider-Verse movies, God, the soundtrack is so good. I just love it so much. All right, let's work on some upgrades. I feel like we're kind of ready for that. All right, so we have to go through the first one. We still have 3 more. I've always been one for like combat skills and stuff like that. His camouflage, I never really found myself using it when his camouflage came out, but I do like all his combat skills. So like this one where it stuns into the enemy is so nice. So we're just gonna wait.
Yo, Genki! Dude! Rhino? What? Yeah. Where you at? You get into the apartment okay?
Yeah, your mom let me in. Unpacked / dumped my stuff all over your floor. And now I'm in the park, grabbing some air.
Oh, perfect! Dip over to the amphitheater. Got something to show you.
Dude, is this spider related? Please tell me you got a piece of Rhino's horn or something. Pics I've seen of the fight are straight up nuts.
Definitely spider related. And definitely better than a horn.
Oh, loving the suspense. I'm there.
And I've always liked Genki, and it's so interesting to see. I bet by the end of the 3rd Spider-Verse movie, we're gonna see him actually be like the guy in the chair. So that is kind of cool.
I will never get used to you doing that.
Hey, look. Check it. Christmas present from Spider-Man.
Open it.
Put it on. I'll cover you.
This suit, I know it says like his first suit. God, it's so bad.
Okay. How's it looking?
For the sake of the story, though, I think I'm gonna leave it on.
Miles Morales, congratulations and welcome to your very first super suit.
See, I just don't like this suit. I don't know. I mean,
Part 2
there are some suits that I have unlocked. I really like the tracksuit. I do. Homemade suit was okay. The Brooklyn Visions Academy or the 2099 suit, probably my favorites. I do, you know, like, obviously you can't go wrong with the Spider-Verse suit, and I hope we get the new one for the new game. I'm sure we will, but you know, I do hope we get the new one. What do we have? We're gonna do this one. And the only one that we can do this, but that's not too good. We're just gonna ignore those for right now.
What's
So-
the other half? I'll let you know when I find it.
So this is something that I want to talk about while we're kind of getting a little bit deeper into the game. The thing we're about to go see is a training kind of thing that Peter has set up for Miles.
Play Jameson's show?
And I don't like it for one reason. It feels like a Taskmaster mission, and this is why I didn't really like this or the Underground
Gotta be something
or Roxxon like Corp, because I felt like they were Saber
about this one.
and Demon kind of just reskinned, and I really hope that's not something we have in the next game. Like, I hope there's different types of villains, you know, no like not just jetpacks, brutes, guys with whiplashes and stuff like that. And I felt like they were just reskinned, and I didn't really like that.
Incredible takedown of Rhino.
Subscribe. Danicast. New favorite podcast. This is the place. Looks like Pete set up a lot of gear.
Miles, get ready for your first holographic training challenge.
See, it feels like a Taskmaster thing where
Each one
he just has to, like, you know, like a combat challenge or something like that.
focuses on acrobatic improvisation. Get into position to start.
Hollow training? Oh, I am so down.
First up, air combat. Fighting the enemy on your terms is a great way to gain the advantage. Now follow up with a mid-air attack.
One thing that you're going to be able to do in Spider-Man 2, let's see when it, we're going to have to do a swing kick, but you're going to be able to dodge under in the air.
With the right
So
but I can
when you do this and then you jump up, you'll be able to dodge under. So no more dodging to the side or anything like that.
Target employing aerial. Another key spider skill, disarm.
All right.
Disarmed opponents are far less dangerous. And it's crazy satisfying to knock guys out with their own weapons. Totally.
All right. Yeah. This is dope. Bless Peter Parker.
Now let's combine these two moves. Make sure you practice the listed moves. Headbutting airborne enemies is a great method of crowd control. Plus, the sounds they make are hilarious. Woo! Slam! Slam! Right, post-combat summary. Surprise round. Think back.
There we go. That's what I was waiting on.
More guys incoming. Heads up. Time for some freeform practice. Use air combat and disarming to eliminate these enemies.
Like that.
Nice work, Miles. Keep it up. Ranged weapon. Active. Good, Spider-Bud.
There we go.
And that's the bingo.
Blue screen of death.
Tons of high-tech gear we can sell. Oh, crap. Spider-Man! Take them out! Then grab the gear!
Y'all trying to catch some hands? Yeah? Okay, let's go.
Take the spider out and grab the tech here. Gonna make bank selling this stuff off.
Just so you know, this is official Spider-Man tech. Y'all are not authorized to resell.
How are these guys see-through?
That's not a quip. That's a straight up burn.
Oh, that was interesting.
That's it for the tech thieves. Now to fix a training center.
That's one thing I miss in the in this game, and just replaying the remastered version. I really liked the tech stuff from the Otto Octavius labs, and the chemical compound stuff was okay, but I really liked the tech stuff. See, they even used like the same logo, just different. Like they use the same type of logo, just put a Spider-Man thing on it instead of a Taskmaster one.
Hey dude, I think you should check out Roxxon Plaza on your way home. I just walked by and I'm pretty sure someone's breaking in.
Yeah. I'll look into it.
Hey, so I want to hear more about your new spider powers.
Think it's some kind of bioelectric discharge. Or supercharged static electricity.
Ooh, we gotta name it. How about Venom Power? You know, because it stings.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna run. Plaza first, then home.
Remember, Venom Power. Trust me, go.
All right. I absolutely like I like this game, but the story for it, like, is anything Roxxon or anything Finn, God, it just did not get me. Like, I wish we would have got a little bit more around Finn's dad, or not Finn's dad, Miles' dad, but I know they wanted to save that for Spider-Man 2, so I get it. But this one just didn't really do it for me. Like, oh, she's an ex-best friend. Eh.
Hi there. I'm Simon.
It didn't have like an emotional connection to me.
Is a new form reactor. Once activated, this reactor will supply enough energy to power all of Harlem. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, Simon, how is that possible? And the answer is new form. Just one canister of this revolutionary fuel source is enough to supply Harlem with clean, safe energy for the next 500 years.
I would like to know what new form, what the fallout is going to be for Spider-Man 2, because this is going to be mentioned somehow or some way. And some villain or something is going to be like, oh, well, new form, Spider-Man stopped new form and blew it up, and there's going to be something.
What was that? No sign of anybody. They broke a bunch of stuff. Maybe they were looking for something. Huh. They did a search for new form. What were they gonna do with it?
Very demon-esque.
Man, this night would just not quit. Their tech is unbelievable, but Venom totally wrecks it. Yeah, Yankee's right. Venom's a good name. Rock it down!
Ooh, Venom. Oh yeah, I wonder what that's talking about, huh?
Haven't seen you guys before. Nice glow sticks. What are these weapons? Memory metal?
Too easy. As I say as I get hit, right?
Hey, you at the plaza?
You were right. It's a break-in. Sounds like they're after new storm.
There's stuff in the reactor?
It's not installed yet. They're talking about shipments.
I'm also interested to kind of know why Miles' electricity is blue now and not yellow. Is it something have to do with like new form?
I'll try to wrap this up. Thanks, man.
Is it just because he's evolved as a Spider-Man? Or are they just gonna pass over it, you know? I'm sure maybe it's been confirmed already.
The Tinkerer? Who's that? They were talking about new form shipments. Need to figure out what they found so I know where they're gonna hit next. They were tracking new form shipments. But why? Rock's on security. They can take it from here. Gotta look into this later.
Alright, I think we're gonna spend some time upgrading as that fight was a little bit long and definitely had some XP. So just to briefly talk, so this map is Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. This map is Spider-Man 2. So it's gonna be basically all of this, maybe a little bit up here too. They just completely changed everything. The map is going to be huge now. It's going to be great to see. I'm a little worried that it's going to be too big, but I hope it's not. And luckily, even if it is, the fast travel is almost instantaneous. All right. So I really like this one as it just can take them out of the game for a little bit. And then obviously you have to get the increase. This one isn't as cool. But this one would be nice. And then level 9. Alright, we're cool with the rest of them.
We gotta get home. Christmas dinner's sounding pretty good right about now. I'll look into that group and the new form shipments tomorrow.
All right. I think that I'm going to stop right here. But thank you guys for checking out the video. It'll be, just on YouTube. This will only be posted on YouTube, nowhere else. It'll probably be posted on the Red Hawk Media channel, but also on my own personal Next Gen Gaming YouTube channel. Please go check out all our other podcasts. Hawk Sense, I will be doing a collab with him in the next couple months about Spider-Man 2, as we're both huge Spider-Man fans. I'm also a part of another podcast called No Game Scheduled. It's a sports podcast. I'm on there with my buddy John and my buddy Caleb. We just released our episode after being off for a couple months because, let's be honest, nothing goes on in the world of sports during the summer except news and baseball. And other than John, we don't really care about baseball. But go check out our other podcasts through Red Hawk Media. I'll see you guys next episode.